Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the Outpost. As you can hear, it's raining. And yesterday we actually spent time digging footers. We almost got them all done. We lacked about 10 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and dig those out by hand because I'm going to have to take the backhoe back up there to my neighbor's house. So I've got a little project that I'm going to be working on, which is cutting up some 2x4s. I'm going to make some doors to go on the front of the sawmill here. That way I can saw lumber all winter long. We appreciate everybody that has tuned in here and those that are supporting the channel. And we have decided to, if you're new to this channel, we're going to start doing monthly giveaways. So be sure to stay tuned for the information and the directions on how to enter those giveaways. They're pretty significant giveaways as well. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Outpost. This is the third day that I have been working on these doors, so I thought I would come up here after church and see if I couldn't get a little something done before it got dark. But I decided that what I needed to do, since the temperatures are kind of getting down to freezing, I should drain the water out of that sawmill. The water is actually keeps the blade cool, and it kind of keeps it clean, because as it goes through the wood, sometimes if it's pine, you know, it may get rosin on it, which would gum the blade up if it didn't stay clean. Anyway, I just got through draining the water out, and I've got some, it's not really antifreeze, but it's what you put in pipes in the wintertime, like in trailers and so forth, campers, to keep the lines from busting and freezing. Let's take the camera in there and we'll fill that thing up. Absolute Zero. It is a RV waterline antifreeze, but it's very thin, but yet it doesn't freeze. Well, I think it's about 2.5 gallons actually container, but I've got one more gallon. I'll just hang on to it until I use these two, and then I'll be able to refill before I have to run town and get some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, and I'm going to put me in some ribs, probably every 2 feet, and then I've also got a couple of boards cut in there. After I get the ribs in there, since they're only 2x2, and those are actually 2x4s on the outside, I'm going to lay the door back down, and I'll run a brace in across where it'll help to keep it from sagging on the outside. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and measure, and we'll start getting those ribs put in place, because once I get that up, I'll be able to lay it down and tack that plastic on top of it. Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the outpost. As you can tell, we had a light snow. Pretty more, that's about the extent of it here in the southeast. Every once in a while we get a freak snow, be deeper. But anyway, it's supposed to get down into the teens this afternoon, so I can actually feel the temperature dropping. Anyway, I'm trying to finish these doors up so that I can get on to cutting a few more trees down and getting the posts and beams all set and ready to go, so that when that slab is poured and my son gets here, we'll be able to get all that, the frame of the structure put together. Anyway, I've still got quite a bit of work to do, but I hope you enjoy this little video on making these doors. They're just temporary, something that I can put plastic on to kind of hold the heat inside where I can work all winter long. Because right now I don't have any power, so I have to let the light in. And if I open the doors, then I don't keep the heat in, so I'm just going to put plastic over them temporary so that in the daytime the light can actually come through. Anyway, we're very grateful for those of you that are supporting the channel by subscribing and viewing. Sorry about the different angles that I try to normally shoot, because the little mount broke on one of my tripods that holds my other camera. Anyway, I'm having to try to do this with one camera today, so I'm having to move it quite often. But anyway, hope that it doesn't bother you too bad, and hope you enjoy the video.
Well, I've just about got one door done. I'll go around and trim it later, since it's supposed to be below freezing this whole week. I'm just trying to go ahead and get that plastic on and get the door hung so that I can close this area up and use this heater and heat the inside. Alright, well, I managed to get that other door done. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to level them up. I just kind of got them tacked in there now where they'll hold heat and they won't fall out. But I'll have to level them up, put some hinges on them, and put some trim around there where it'll kind of hold the plastic on where those other boards are not. But that should work pretty well over the winter time and keep the heat in, which was the whole purpose of doing that, and also let light in. So it's been a long time getting these done because you know you do it in your spare time and when you have time. Anyway, it's going to be getting dark soon, so I figured I better go ahead and stand them up, get them tacked in, and get out of here. Anyway, hope you enjoy the little video on how to make those temporary doors. Hope everyone has a great afternoon. Take care, be safe, and we look forward to seeing you at the outpost in the future.